Alright, let's do this one more time. Playing Sonic 2, but the original, and I accidentally moved the screen by accident. So yeah, I'm playing Sonic 2 again, but this time on NSL. But hey, in a way, I guess you could say this is a little more authentic than the Origins version. In case you didn't know, I tried doing this game again, but I got stuck on the Death Egg. So, that ended so poorly, I literally just pulled up a YouTube video to show the ending, and obviously, I wouldn't be able to show up another person's content because that's, not cool and also just illegal. So I was like, frick it, I'm just gonna try again. And this has cheats on, well, I'm not gonna cheats, I'm just using the save states. It's called cheating! Deal with it! But all that aside, let's just treat this as another average day. Unlike last time, I'm not bothering with the emeralds because frick the special stages. It's way too much work that I don't care to bother with. The downside of this means that I can't use tails to fly me up like in Origins, so that kinda sucks. Whatever. This is what people are used to seeing when they see Sonic 2 anyway, so I guess it don't really matter that much. But I guess we'll save it doesn't matter for when we get to SA1. Interesting flipping into the ground back there. Or maybe that was intentional. I don't know. I don't know why he needs a helicopter to fly when the Eggmobile just flies normally anyway, but whatever. And Tails is desperately trying to get up there. Alright kids, time for Sonic 101. Most important lessons is take the top path. I don't know why it took me so long to think about saying that, but whatever. Amateur pauses without saying anything is a Takron Carbis experience. There we go. Nice and quickly. Oh, well, there's an early death. I should actually try to be careful, because game overs do actually matter in this version. You know, I'm fairly certain that area is lifted straight into Mania. Or like Mania just straight up lifts that opening section, and like if you go left, there's a special ring. But I guess we'll figure that out when we get to Mania. And in case you're wondering, I am going to play Mania in context to when it was released, so like I'm not playing it after Sonic 3. I could get the argument for doing so, and unless you all really, really want to see me do it that way, I'm just gonna play Mania after I play, I think, Generations. This whole Summer of Sonic thing is just me playing the Sonic games I have. And I don't have Lost World or Forces. Oh, no. What am I gonna do? You know what? Frick it. Let me just try this for fun. But yeah, I do not have Lost World or Forces, so we're skipping those. Oh no. What a shame. Not Lost World Forces. Man, that is just sad. Tears rolling down my eye. I do have to say, this little pseudo 3D effect is kind of cool. I imagine for the time this was pretty wild to see. Good job taking one for the team, Tails. Okay, maybe leaving my buddy to die probably wasn't the best choice. He's not responding. Oh, never mind. There he is. I'm not actually sure he's supposed to get to the other path. Yeah, so see, with that water section there, if you can just manage to outrun the blocks, well, I mean, okay, that's probably obvious. You don't have to worry about drowning. And really, you only end up drowning there if you fall down. So as long as you don't even do that, you should be fine. Interesting. Oh, jeez, almost died. Okay, speaking of die, I hope Tails doesn't accidentally get me killed. Alright, I'll slowly gather the toxins from the chemical plant and dump it on Sonic. My deadliest plan yet! Okay, maybe not. Tails, you're fine where you were. You didn't have to, like, get up to my side. You're not helping those stalker allegations. I love aquatic ruins unseen. It's so gosh darn catchy. This water effect looks much better on the CRT filter, even if it's not a real CRT. In fact, you could probably make a better one on a computer somewhere. I don't know, I'm not a tech guy. Put that biz on iTunes. Oh, that was the end. Okay, that's a bit embarrassing. It should be obvious, but this is just a massive improvement over Labyrinth Zone. Because, like, the water is still very much a factor, but it's a punishment for if you're not playing the game as well and you can't pick up the path. Now, granted, like, I would say Hydro City is better where it does force you to engage with it, but it's actually fast. But once more, we'll save that for when we get to Sonic 3. It's just interesting comparing classic zones to one another. At the very least, there's a reason they chose Hydro City over this. And it's the thing Hydro City, not Hydrocity, sue me. Even if, honestly, I get the argument for both. It's just a very funny debate that will never end. Okay, I was about to say, I guess he got stuck in traffic. Oh, great. How do I get stuck in traffic? I'm flying! Holy crap, my plan of using a slow-moving hammer actually worked! Okay, well now I need to take this more seriously. Ironically, I guess with no rings, we'll take it even less seriously. Yeah, you're doing great there, Tails. Just keep up the good work, buddy. Yep, man, you're carrying this stable. Good work, team! Yeah, Tails, you sounding alright? You kind of sound a little bit... That's right! I'm back! Oh god, not the mouse again! Oh, don't be ridiculous, Sonic. I saw how embarrassingly you couldn't beat the Death Egg, so I possessed your friend! How do you even do that? Money! Lots of motherfucking money! And with it, I will follow and stalk you and not contribute anything to the plot! Okay, where's really the drawback? I mean, I'm pretty capable on my own. Oh, just to occasionally annoy you and use it as a giant way to advertise Disney Plus. Of course. Oh, come on, Sonic. We could even accept your movies being on Hulu. Then you could be on Disney Plus. And we could rake in some of that sweet dough together. Yeah, I think I'm good. Oh, you won't be for long. You won't be for long. Maybe I should have taken a different path. It's gonna take a while. Sorry, Tails just. Oh! That's what I get for teabagging. Okay, gonna move. But you saw that earlier. Tails was just like defying gravity. Well, that more than he usually does. Beep-a-dee-beep. Got a crap load of rings out of that. Okay, that was pretty easy. Tails died off screen. Wow, we're in Hilltop Zone already, huh? Okay, I was wondering why, like, a part of the music was, like, not going off. Okay. Like, I didn't react initially, but part of the background music just wasn't playing, right? But I guess it was somewhat intentional, because, like, in Unleashed in the Boost games, the music will actually fade out somewhat. Or, like, it'll get filtered out more when you're boosting. Black. You know, the fact that we're, I think, either half or over halfway done. Now, I can see why a lot of people do like this game, because, again, that sense of speed that's more emphasized in this game, and the fact that it doesn't take too long to beat, it's just something you can kind of pick up and play and have fun, you know, just zipping and zooming through. You know, I can get it. I just prefer the more, but man, I really do delay my conversations. But yeah, I prefer the more concentrated levels of like Sonic 1 and 3. Okay, I guess lava just chooses to go up and down how it feels, like a sneeze. Oh, we were at the end again. Man, I just like doing that. Like stopping when the signpost is right there. Ow. That was most rude. I like how the shield isn't big enough to cover Sonic's body. Not sure why those springs are there, but Tails is stuck having a seizure, I guess. Well, sucks to be him. What, I don't give a crap. I barely know this kid. He just followed me. I think I have a stalker. Oh well. Surely I won't get a stalker in the next game. Surely. Oh, Sonic. If only you knew. Oh, there was that invincibility frame kill I was talking about. Okay, cool. I can go back and grab some rings. Meh, he's already dead. Can you imagine if I accidentally pressed backwards? That would suck. Now for probably the grooviest Genesis tune. I'm just curious how this would have been if this were like in SA1. Although in this version of the game, okay, so you can't reach the Hidden Palace zone in this version. This is the original. Well, quotation marks. So I do actually need to be careful because there's a certain infamous pit that you want to watch out for in this. This was remixed in Heroes of Hang Castle. I mean, I do love Hang Castle scene, but I never saw the similarities. I'll have to see when we get there. Rest assured, we will get there soon, because spoiler warning, I am a Sonic Heroes stan. That game is goated, and I will gleefully show off why when we get there. Huh. Alright, Death, I'll keep my eye out for that. How the heck do I... Frigate, I'm going a different way. Or maybe this spring again. There we go. Oh, that's what I have to do. Oh, good. Oh, dude, those vines always kind of make me sweat because they just look like they're always about to kill you. I guess what also would have been interesting is that, I agree with what Brain Scratch Commentary said. I would have loved to have seen this zone in Mania. And who knows if Mania 2 would ever been a thing? Maybe we would have, but that didn't exactly pan out. Which, I mean, I guess is fine-ish, because from what I hear, once more spoilers, actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in Sonic 1, but we will not be playing Superstars. This is not because like I have any spite towards the game, I just don't own it, so... From what I've heard, it's fine. Bit of a mixed bag, but like, it's not terrible. It's an alright classic Sonic game. But I did hear that, like, because it underperformed, they friggin' wanted Disney up in there. Did someone say Disney? Shut up! It is possible they're not making classic Sonic games because Superstars performed after this, which I think is a shame, because I think the idea of continuing classic Sonic games is honestly fine. Like, yeah, you can keep your main series 3D games up, but like, you can also just continue 2D Sonic games with more classic Sonic. Although, granted, like, I want to say modern, but that doesn't really make a ton of sense. But I guess just like a not classic style 2D Sonic game could be neat if it's more in line with, say, what the advanced games did, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you, Dad. Because, like, okay, even if Superstars did underperform, Mania, like, set the world on fire, so I'm still confused on that. And, like, that was y'all's choice not to make Mania 2, so I'm kind of confused on the standard there. Yeah, 3D Sonic has been well, the Sonic brand in general has gotten back on its feet since the movies, which is why if we're gonna go by calling things eras, I call the 2020s the movie era. It makes the most sense to me because the movies are what propelled Sonic back into relevance and, you know, consistent quality again. Which actually, like, consistent quality Sonic media has not really been a thing since, like, the 90s. Arguably the early 2000s, but, like, you could very much argue that with things like Heroes of Battle. And I say this as a hero stan. Oil Ocean's a theme that's kind of grown on me. Although I much prefer the Act 2 Mania remix. I cannot wait till we get there. Telos is such a freaking god when it comes to music composition. He's like the new era's David Wise. He's the guy who made the soundtrack for Donkey Kong Country 2, if you're curious. Like, Mania soundtrack, honestly, I think it's up there with DKC 2 in terms of just such consistently high quality. And that is very much high praise. But, you know, should I incorporate some Danky Kang games, I might get around to showing that off. Ow. Invincibility for a section where you can't even move. Fascinating. More not moving. Well, it was nice being invincible for about 6 seconds. Oh, I know he's done a lot. I know David Wise has done a lot aside from Donkey Kong. It's just that's what I mainly know him for. But yeah, it sure was nice to have invincibility for 6 whole seconds. Like, I'm not sure why that was even there. Okay, how quickly do I... Am I missing something? Okay, maybe like, rocket your way up here or something. Huh, interesting. Well, another interesting fact about Sonic Adventure 2 is that it was released only a few days around my birthday. Like, literally the day I was born. Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to do the last time. But yeah, I'd have to look it up again, but I think Sonic Adventure 2 came out roughly like 20-ish days around the time I was born. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this up on my phone real quick. I have it written down somewhere. Sonic Adventure 2 was released 20 days after I was born. Okay, that is correct. Yeah, Aizen 01, baby. But hey, I'm not entirely complaining about that, usually. In terms of media, because culture-wise, blah, I hate being a Gen Zer. But anywho... Oh, that was weird. Okay, that... Whoa. You're gonna lower back down. I don't trust it. Okay, just gotta move on. I did not want to get crushed to death. Actually, wait, spin dash would be way easier. Ow. Alright, frick it, I'm just gonna go the other way. Ow. Thank you, conveniently placed fan. Okay, what was I supposed to do about that? Oh, jeez, alright! I didn't know, friggin' the seahorse is a stalker instead of Tails. Bro was out to finish the job. Oh, I think I just lost all that progress. Oh, pain. Pain. So maybe getting that upper path earlier would have been better after all. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Oh, wait, I'm all the way back here? Oh, what the crap? Hold the frickin' phone. I swear there should have been another checkpoint. Oh no! Oh gosh. That seahorse was coming, but I almost got crushed to death for it. Well, goodbye, invincibility, because I'm certainly not moving while you're out there. Background and foreground kind of blends together on the stage. It's kind of weird to look at. Like, a random nitpick, I know, but still. Oh, I guess you can just chill down here while it's shooting. Well, that works, I guess. Okay, so yeah, if you just chill down here, he can never hurt you. Hooray, exploitations! Did you summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? Yeah, so... How'd you do that? It's called cheating! Live with it! Now, the big one. Yep, it's frickin' Metropolis Zone. Oh well, we do get another one of the best songs in the game. Well, the enemies are gonna make sure we hear it for a while. Because all the badniks, especially the Asterons and the Slicers, want you dead. Now, think about it, they're basically badnik suicide bombers. Well, good thing this game wasn't released in 2001. That was Sonic Adventure 2's job. Well, then again, Eggman blow to the moon, but I guess he didn't do it from an airport. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about 9/11 now. Okay, that went nowhere. Oh, wait, am I going backwards? Whoa, whoa, hold. Hello, random shellcracker. Okay, I have no clue. Well, I better hope I'm not going back. Also, aside from the fact this has 3 acts, my biggest gripe with this is that it all just kind of... all the areas kind of look the same, so... despite the fact I just finished the act, it was hard to tell where I was going. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it was nice having that shield for 3 seconds. If I recall, I think the reason why the zone even has 3 acts is because it was to make up for the various scrapped levels like a Hidden Palace Zone, Wood Zone. Because in case you didn't know, Sonic 2 has a lot of unused content that was going to be in. Funnily enough, the day and night cycle, I mean, not day and night, blah. The time travel gimmick that Sonic CD would have was going to be in this too. Okay, what even? Whatever you say. So yeah, because there were a bunch of lost levels, they just decided to like have some of the, I don't know if the concepts were brought in here in Metropolis Zone, but regardless, it is somewhat the reason why there are 3 acts. Dang, I got surprise sucker punch. Which, yeah, just likes to happen on Metropolis Zone. Again, there's really not much to comment on. And the worst part is there was a checkpoint right there. But yeah, there's not much to comment on with this level. It's just cheap shot enemies and the same set pieces over and over 100 times. I have no idea how I survived that. Yeah, see that. Like, this level is just a bunch of that over and over again. Which is why I get why some people hate this level. I'm more indifferent to it. Like, I don't think it's impossible to beat or nothing, but it's not all that interesting. Oh, really? You had to launch me at that angle. Well, good thing the Asterons took each other out before I got there. And thank goodness... But yeah, thank goodness the enemies don't respawn the second you go off screen like in Mega Man and Kirby. But, well, I guess the same can't be said for the environment. I gotta stop doing that. Oh my. You know what? Forget it. We will just run the normal way. Fine. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to speed this up. Ironically, I've slowed things down. Well, good thing there was a checkpoint there. Okay, I actually need to be careful here, so... Time to bust out the good old cheaty cheats. Yes, I'm unironically using these, I don't care. One obvious edit later. Oh, that was the last hit. Wow. Well, anyway. Honestly, I was curious how long I could just stand there. Totally not so I could just open a window. Sky Chase is weird. Like, I get this is kind of supposed to be a relaxing or melancholic moment after how intense Metropolis Zone was. But in repeat playthroughs, this is just kind of a weird pace killer. The endgame of Sonic 2, gonna be real with ya, is not all that good. Wow. Okay, so I have to do that over again. The game heard me mocking its endgame. It's like, alright, buddy. Okay, so back on to what I was saying before. Yeah, back to what I was saying before. On repeat playthrough, this is just kind of a weird pace killer. I get why this exists after how intense Metropolis Zone is, but it's just kind of weird because you're forced to just kind of slowly go across an auto-scroller for about a minute and a half. Or 2 minutes, I don't freaking know. Like, a neat set piece, but it's more a set piece than an actual level. Also must suck to be these animals getting busted out of these robots and then falling from the sky. This does show a nice sense of scale, I guess. Okay, so yeah, it was 2 minutes. Wow, I can't believe I was actually right about that. Anyway, this is probably the most twangy, and well, just in terms of Genesis sound drawing. You know, signature wang 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 it has. Or at least that's what people call it. Yeah, it was probably the most twangy classic Sonic sounds in the series, and well, I'm not even saying that's a bad thing, it's just noticeable. Also, there, it says Eggman, so sorry, Hardcore Robotnik stands, but that was the name plan from the beginning. But don't worry, the Japanese will throw you a bone by Sonic Adventure 1. Chance at a one-up. Oh, for goodness sake. Not this again. On my previous playthrough attempt, this really did roadblock me. Oh, they shoot eggs. I thought those were like laser pellets for the longest time. Okay, I'm gonna reach that point, and then I am going to make a state so I can get that shortcut successfully. It's a pretty big shortcut. Oh, dude, there are 3 monitors right up there. Pain. Never mind, I have to go through all this again. Yeah, say, you know, I said Sonic 2's endgame isn't really all that great. Yeah, this is a decent showing of why. Okay, thank God. I finally made that section. Of course. Okay, now I'm just confused how I made it the first time. Yay, another life! Okay, well, at least I made it here. This is much better progress than I made last time. I do like the lack of sound effects on the laser beam. Very nice touch, man. The rings line of a ceiling. Ooh. I know I could be more patient with this, but... Bro, these platforms move in such erratic manners, it's really hard to hit. What even hit me that time? Like, why did it move there where I couldn't hit it? Like, I cannot jump high enough to hit it. Oh, and it gets slip off. Ooh, getting tired. Yeah, honestly. Okay, I'm going to be as patient as humanly possible. For each and every single hit. That was 2 hits, that's good. Had a feeling it would be an output roll. Like, legit, what's just tricky about this is that it's so awkward to get a hit, because you need these things to get up there, but, like, they just move in such erratic patterns that it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's 2 more hits. I don't know why those rings can get stuck on the roof. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Well, on to one awkward boss to a set of awkward bosses. But I think, thankfully, I can abuse cheats a lot more here. Or if it's, I always call them cheats. Well, friggin'. I think I can exploit the save states a lot more because hitting the bosses isn't really the weird part, and you don't have to rely on like some weird janky platforming just to try to do your thing, you know? Anyway, enjoy this song for a bit while I tend to something. Because it goes way longer than you ever actually be able to hear. Okay. Oh, yeah, probably should have. Well, I guess we'll make this extra suspenseful. One life left, in quotation marks. Okay, yeah, so like I thought when I tried this on Origins, jumping on Silver Sonic is way more normal here than it is there. Now for the most shocking revelation of all, Eggman's faster than Sonic. Okay. It's time for it. The big one. I do love a Death Egg robot theme. Like, it's up there with the evil King Bowser, and honestly kind of sounds like an anthem for Eggman, if that makes any sense. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough again. I was just being greedy that time. Also, wow, that getting up sound is weird. Okay, I am just gonna make that here so I don't have to hear that getting up sound anymore. It's weird. Okay, fine. I will be satisfied with the one hit and move on. Dang it. I pressed the stick in the wrong direction. That was just weird. Very tedious and awkward way to do it, but I don't really care. And doing this purely for the sake of beating the game, which we have now done. And you'll see a key reason why, aside from the special stages sucking, why I didn't bother getting the emeralds. One, Sonic already canonically gets them in Sonic 3, so I don't really care. And two, this is a legitimately really cool moment, where Tails gets the tornado after all they've been through, and saves them. Honestly, that was some decent layering with the background there. Like, if you get the emeralds, you're already supersonic, so you're fine. But this, having Tails save him on the plane, I don't know, it's just a lot cooler. And I think most fans generally tend to agree the bad ending is just better than the good ending. But we beat Sonic 2. Even though I had to cheat a lot to get there. So yeah, that was Sonic 2, and while still a pretty good time, yeah, I do have to say this might actually be my least favorite of the Genesis trilogy. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, far from it. It's just that, I like the more focused platforming levels of Sonic 1 and 3. And with the exception of, like, the Labyrinth Zone boss, I just think what it asks you to do in terms of its endgame is a lot more reasonable. Its boxes are nowhere near as obnoxious. Hello, song from the two-player mode, which we didn't see at all. Alright, you didn't have to suck up to me with Aquatic Ruins I'm playing. I guess they're just that determined to show that the two-player music exists. They're like, hey, you should really check that out. It's pretty good. You should listen. Apparently for Casino Night Zone, they just played the Speed Up Shoes version. Interesting. So yeah, that was Sonic 2. I hope you all enjoyed that. But that's all the time we have for today, so I'll see you next time for Sonic CD.